Hello, everyone. I am Master of Starlight Joey, and I am very grateful for the opportunity to share my path to success with you all. Let me introduce myself first. I am just an ordinary girl, a mother of 3 children, and I come from a very humble family. Being born into this world is one thing. My mother was born blind, and my father is quite old, so he has sleep apnea, which means he can't work. When I was born, my father was a very wise and responsible man. He taught me how to take care of the family and how to be a good person. I remember during my kindergarten days, many times at midnight, he would wake me up. Watching Cantonese movies like The Adventures of Arman makes me think about how I need to keep living. For example, I remember that line from Fung Cho Fan that goes, "I am for everyone and everyone is for me." I can't really recall what the content was about, but I clearly remember the spirit that my father instilled in me. It is important to have persistence, to cherish, to be responsible, and to take on challenges. Don't be afraid of losses. Instead, help others. Helping others means helping myself. And this has greatly influenced the path I have taken in life. I started working part-time at the age of 14. Looking back, I realized that I have been quite proactive. Due to my circumstances, I didn't have relatives to take care of me. Since I was young, we have relied on charity to support us, such as receiving clothes and other assistance. So, I guess what I expected were really low-level things. How can I say that I am very proactive? I worked hard to move from an hourly wage of $11 to another job. I was just part-time, but I managed to get up to $21. During the exam period, I was juggling 3 part-time jobs to help my family. Well, of course my grades weren't good, but that's because I really had to take care of my family. However, I'm very happy because I have a family like this, which makes me very persistent in my life and also good at taking care of others. At that time, it was just me. I started getting involved in the sales industry around the age of 20, and finally, my income was able to exceed 10,000. So, after that, I didn't change either, just moving from one place to another. I remember very clearly at that time, it was when I first realized that having a firm goal was important. I saw a very talented salesperson who earned around $13,000, and I was sharing his story. My ears perked up, and I was intently watching how he could earn that $13,000 at that time. So she said that she opens orders every day, and I told myself that I must open orders. If I can't, I won't go home. In this situation, I realized that I had started to train myself to have a strong sense of purpose. Of course, I was able to achieve that. By the time I was 25, I was already earning around 20 to 30,000 a month, which is not too bad. Well, I really want to know how successful people make money, so I went to attend a success course. This gave me a new perspective that I hadn't considered before, realizing that working hard alone doesn't lead to success. So I boldly borrowed money to start a franchise business, to build a team and develop. It was tough because at the beginning, there were a lot of rejections. There were really a super amount of rejections. But it was great because we met a leader, 2 leaders who were very dedicated and worked hard to motivate and train us. Finally, during my first time running a business, I earned $90,000 in a month, feeling a bit foolish about it. Jumping on the street. It's so much fun. So I continued to work hard and develop. After 2 or 3 years, I had already opened my first shop, which had a very good business. Then, feeling Excited and eager, I opened 2 more shops, but I didn't know how to manage the finances, didn't know how to manage risks, and didn't know how to manage. After a couple of years, the business ended up closing down, and I found myself in debt. I told myself that if I fell here, I had to get back up from this spot. Even though I really liked the product from that place, I decided to stay and keep trying to rise again. However, the business was beyond my control and had to undergo changes. Because once the system changes, many things will have better credibility, or the income will be quite different. And as a result, I still struggle to make ends meet. So when I had my children, I focused on raising them. It's been a few years now, and I had a miscarriage with my second child. What do you call this? After becoming paralyzed and dealing with depression, I was actually in a good place at that time, hoping very much to be a good mother. My child's aspiration is for me to be a good mom, while my own aspiration is to be a good teacher. I want to nurture the next generation with a lot of positive energy. However, I put too much pressure on myself and didn't know how to be a mom, which ultimately affected me. I really hope that when my husband comes back, he will help out. I don't know if there's a feeling like being a wife, taking care of the kids, and then my husband tells me, you used to manage over 300 people in your business, and now you can only manage 3. Didn't you tell me that? You can't do it? So inspiring. This motivation makes me realize that I don't need your help. I can carry it myself. One in front, and one behind, carrying a stroller with a baby. Just like that, I take them up to the 4th floor of this hall to go out and play. Taking them out, like a Disney trip with 3 kids. I handle it all by myself. My abilities are truly pushed to the limit, and I am very grateful for these opportunities that allow me to continuously improve and strengthen myself. But what if, while I was doing it all along, I started to look more and more like a yellow-faced woman? I mean, I'm overweight, and then I look quite good. But I only interact with little kids who can't really talk yet, so I don't know who to talk to. I really feel trapped as a person, and I need to break out of this environment. I believe women should have autonomy, and I think women should have their own value. So I decided to be determined to find a job again. And as a result, I had an opportunity. I encountered a position in the sales of some beauty products, and I took it on. I did quite well, working very hard, just like before. But unfortunately, I faced challenges again. Even if I can earn over 200,000 in a peak month, it won't last long because the system keeps changing frequently. Trust is deteriorating because of this, and the team is not just slowly declining, it's actually rapidly shrinking. Now, I can't even manage to cover my basic living expenses. It's really tough, especially with the pandemic and social movements. Mr. A's income is also unstable, so everyone is feeling quite lost and really in need of help, wanting someone to assist them because it's so important. I am really grateful for what I have experienced. I feel that the Heavenly Father truly makes you work hard first, right? I have learned a lot of ups and downs from this. A couple of angelic people introduced me to this opportunity with Atomy. At that time, I was in many mommy groups because all 3 of my children had a lot of germs, and everyone was talking about how to buy things cheaper through group purchases and how to save money. Yes, how to earn a little extra income like that. As a result, I got to know Atomy. My introducer spoke to me and told me about Joey, saying that I found a great opportunity. If you work hard for 3 to 5 years, I assure you that your future living expenses and your future children's overseas education costs will not be a concern at all. and your life will definitely change. That's how they talked to me, and I really trusted them. So I worked hard to learn. I truly put in a lot of effort. Every night while the kids were asleep, I would read one article after another. Even if I didn't understand some of the Mandarin, I would take notes and then review them. The more I read, the more excited I became. I was really thrilled. I feel that enduring through this is my life's mission. I can change my family's destiny. I no longer need to be one of those who drift aimlessly. I feel happy and very confident because this company has never changed its system in 11 years. How can it be so good? It's because I really don't want to be part of a company that keeps changing its system and affecting everything that follows. So then, after understanding more, I thought that at that time, buying a toothbrush for $10 was quite expensive for me. I had to think of ways to save. In the past, when I bought toothbrushes for kids, they would get dirty and turn gray very quickly. I wonder if everyone remembers that. To make them last longer, I decided to take care of 3 kids' toothbrushes myself. I really had no choice. I had to think of a way to save because it was a tough time. After realizing about Atomy, wow, that toothbrush is really amazing. It doesn't get bacteria for 3 months. It's both enjoyable to unpack and very comfortable. What about the products inside? The more I use them, the more I like them. As a user and a mom, I really want to buy quality things for my family. And this is something I can actually afford. I can truly manage the cost. And I can also afford to give love as part of my expenses, sharing it with my friends and family, or even with my classmates' moms. I want to share with everyone about such a great product. I think this is a business opportunity, a very big one. Why? Because of daily necessities, which I believe everyone has experienced, and we can only find them in supermarkets or certain stores. In this social environment, during the pandemic, I am grateful that today I do not need to invest in this situation. You can also approach it from a money-saving perspective, and then you can run a business. Wow, I really put my all into it. So many people rejected me, but I don't care. As long as I ask, have you used this toothbrush? It's really great. Or, have you tried the probiotics today? They taste really good. I just used all my methods. I'm grateful that the products really speak for themselves. Even friends who rejected me at first will come back to talk to me after some time. I want to keep buying. I really want to buy, right? Do I need to register for that? So I think it's very easy to do and makes me very happy. In these past 2 years, I have truly been very happy to have chosen Atomy. I feel that opportunities are really meant for those who are prepared. Keep a spirit that cannot be defeated and do things with heart for my friends. Personally, I really want to be a teacher, but it's difficult in my everyday life because my education level is not high. However, I am very happy to have this opportunity on the Atomy platform. My dad told me that helping others is helping yourself, and I truly believe that sharing is power. Throughout this entire process, I have been able to help my friends in the team earn the income they desire. I am very, very happy because in my previous 2 companies, I really worked hard just to ensure they could have a stable income. Unfortunately, I really couldn't do it, but in these 2 years with Atomy, I truly made the right choice. I have been able to help many friends and successfully assist many partners in achieving a stable income. What makes me happiest is being able to help them grow, as everyone has different frameworks that limit themselves. But I see that our partners have all been continuously improving and enhancing themselves over these 2 years. I am really happy. Achievements can never surpass personal growth. Here, I can truly accompany my partners and grow together, which is extremely joyful. My goals might be different from everyone else's. The 3 major freedoms are, well, my freedom of time. financial freedom, and spiritual freedom, Atomy can really provide me with these three things. I see that by continuing to use what my dad taught me, which is not to be afraid of losses, I can help others, and that will equal helping myself. With this direction, I aim to help more friends succeed in the Atomy business. Talking to everyone about these past 2 years, it has really been great, and I am very grateful. I truly thank the Lord. In the past, I was really scared when eating out, especially with so many people, including my mom and my grandmother. However, in these 2 years, I have eaten out at least 2,000 to 3,000 times, and now I can enjoy meals without worrying about the prices. This has made a significant difference in my life, and I can see it, especially for my children. To study abroad, it actually costs about 4 million for each of the 3 years, I think, if I want to study for 10 years. Where can I find 12 to 20,000? I see that Atomy can show me that I can have what my dad told me before he passed away, to live a stable and happy life, and that I must have a roof over my head. Here, I can see myself having my own property where I can live near my grandma or my mom, and each of us can have our own house. This can really help achieve many dreams. I look forward to everyone doing the same, just like me. Take the time to understand deeply and seize this opportunity. There are many normal processes involved. However, if we start with the intention to help others, the income will be a byproduct, and it will definitely come. So I look forward to everyone reaching the peak. See you at the top. Thank you.